Language proficiency is a requirement for different Canadian immigration programs, be it permanent residence, be it temporary residence, for study permits, for work permits. Language requirement plays a role. Now, oftentimes folks get confused with regards to understanding the language requirements for the application that they are applying. Canadian immigration quotes the language requirements in the terms of CLB, which stands for Canadian Language Benchmark. Now, oftentimes people confuse it with the IELTS band score, or whatever exam they are doing. They are trying to confuse the CLB with the score they are achieving in the exam. It's important to note that CLB, Canadian Language Benchmark, and the scoring standard for the exam, be it IELTS, CELP, PT that you've done, they are not the same things. There is some scaling involved, there is some correspondence that you need to understand in order to get CLB equivalency for the score that you obtained in your English exam. We're going to go over what is CLB and how to compute CLB, that is Canadian Language Benchmark, for different exams. So stay tuned until the end. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. At our firm, Effizient Inc, we assist all prospective immigrants with their immigration to Canada. If you are looking for assistance, if you are an aspirant or you're an employer trying to help your employees with their immigration, here is our contact information. Feel free to contact us, email us, WhatsApp us, and we would be happy to assist you and serve the best we can. Now, before we go into the details of CLB, Canadian Language Benchmark, let's quickly answer the comment of the week. This week comment is, can I change my province from Manitoba to Ontario after getting ITA under the French stream, under the French category specific draw? Excellent question. Since you are getting an ITA under express entry, if there is no PNP association, which it seems to be the case in your particular scenario, you are qualifying under the French category and you got a draw under that program. If there is no PNP association, then there is no restriction. You can be in Ontario, you can move to any other province in Canada except for Quebec, and you can apply for your PR application from there. No issue whatsoever. And congratulations on making the French category draw. This is great inspiration for all the other folks who are trying to find pathways and who are still trying to wrap their heads around whether they can target this French category draw. You've given them some motivation, so congratulations for that. Now, coming back to the topic of Canadian Language Benchmark, let's try and understand that. Now, here on the screen, you can see the CLB equivalency query on Google. And when we do that, we find this link. This is not an official Canada.ca link. This is a third-party website. So on the second link here, documents for express entry, if we go in here, we see that there is CLB, that is Canadian Language Benchmark, that is for English, and then there is NCLC, that is for French. Again, both are Canadian government's own benchmarks to define the language requirement. All the immigration programs are based on these particular language benchmarks, and that's how the Canadian government essentially establishes different immigration programs. Now, guys, here you can see, to be able to find the table, you can understand, say we are applying under CEC and we want to check for CELP. If we click here, we see the table that defines that particular language benchmark. So if, say that for CELP your score is 8 in speaking, 8 in listening, 8 in reading, 8 in writing, then CLB equivalency is 8. Now, CELP is one of those exams where the score and the CLB, they correspond, they are the same. So if you got 7 in writing in CELP, that means you have CLB 7 in writing in CELP. The CLB and the score for the exam, they are exactly corresponding. However, if we look at IELTS, it's not really corresponding, right? So a lot of people think CLB 5 or CLB 6 means 6 band in IELTS. That's not the case. If you have 5 or If you have at least 5 in speaking, then you have CLB 5. If you have 5.5 in speaking, then you are CLB 6 in speaking, right? Similarly, if you have 5.5 in listening, you are CLB 6. If you have 6 in listening, then you are CLB 7 in listening. So from IELTS, you can say that it's not direct correspondence. Especially here, you can see if you get 778, that's called CLB 9. You've got CLB 9 in every module, and overall your score is CLB 9. But there is no direct correspondence, right? So also the other thing is the overall CLB is the minimum CLB you got in 4 language modules. So for example, if you got 7 in speaking, 8 in listening, 7 in reading, so far you have CLB 9. But if you got CLB 6.5 in writing, then your overall CLB becomes CLB 8. So I hope this basically clarifies how to calculate CLB. Now, similarly, you can do it for PTE core, looking at this table over here. And so similarly, you can calculate NCLC for the French exams. So if depending on what range your score is in different modules, you can assign that CLB or NCLC level to that particular module in your exam. So that's how the CLB or NCLC works. There is no direct correspondence, so it's very important to understand this and to be able to calculate CLB or NCLC from your test scores. So now next time you see your test scores, you know how you can go to the IRCC's CLB equivalency table and determine the corresponding CLB level. Again, all the immigration programs for Canada go by CLB requirements. So they have Canadian language benchmark requirement listed, and you have to understand how to go from your test results in IELTS, PTE, CELPIP to the CLB metric, so that you can figure out if you are qualifying under that program or not. That's it, guys. In this video, just wanted to give you an understanding of what Canadian language benchmark is. I hope you got an understanding of the same. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that you are notified about any new video that we upload. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.